pretty sure we may be coming on time. I want to ask if we have any questions.
So how do we reach out to others and make them understand, make them understand what's really going on there and what they need to do?
Well, and that's a really good point you're making. It is really hard to get that message out there. And, one of the wonderful things about the internet is that everything is in real time now. So one of the things I've done is I've created a platform for my practice, but it's become and it's growing into more of a place of information, a resource information for where people can get emotional support, emotional health, and information about emotions and how they react to their diabetes. Reaching out is the biggest thing, because my platform is designed to reach out to those in the community to help them, because there's nothing worse than feeling alone in having this disease. And support is the most important part. And the best way is when you see someone who has diabetes and they're having a bad day, you should just be there and say, how may I best support you? There's going to be no quick cure to this. The best we can do is what we have in the moment and hope that the people that we pass our messages on to will pass it on to other people, so that the message continues to grow and get out there.
And also I think that while people are learning or need to learn how to work with their mates, we're also preventing dysfunctional home situations from occurring. Because otherwise then you start talking about people looking for help on the outside from others, because my mate is not understanding, they don't want to help me, everything is a downer or whatever, so I need to find somebody, maybe then they will go to the internet and look for people who are caring and sharing and understanding and look for help on the other side. And that's really not what you want to do, but because people get a little, so they have a one-track mind or they're inhibited. You start to deal with those kind of issues.
Well, and if you're not used to getting emotional support and help, you're kind of tracked into nowhere to go. And so they can hopefully go to the supportive side, or then sometimes people go online and go to a side that's not conducive to continuing the healthy relationship, thinking things are going to be better on the other side, but yet they haven't changed. So things aren't going to get better till they start changing. And that communication with a couple, you're right, it causes a lot of, if there's a lack of communication, it creates a lot of problems in a relationship, with diabetes especially. One thing I find in families is that it always becomes about the diabetes, always talking about the diabetes. I work for, also aside from my private practice and all the work I do with ADA, I also work for a hospital, Long Island, and I get people who have a variety of different issues. When I have a diabetic come across my desk, most of them are opening to talking about it, but they came through the door for another reason. And so I had one person come through the door for addiction, and I was talking to him, and he's like, and he became very reactive, and he was kind of just like, I thought I was here for my addiction problem. Why aren't we talking about my addiction problem? And he had said that 2 sessions, and the more I got in, the more I talked to him and told him what's underlying why he's having the issues he's having, how his diabetes is hindering his emotional and self. He said to me on the third visit, he said, I'm sorry for being so reactive about the diabetes. Just always people are always telling me what to do, and talking about my diabetes. I'm just so sick of it. And he said, but no one's ever talked to me about in this manner. No one's ever communicated with me. No one's ever opened the dialogue or communication into how I'm feeling about my diabetes. It's always been telling me what to do and how to do it, instead of spending a couple minutes sitting down with me and asking me how I feel. In that exchange, I think, is a great example of the relationship piece and the lack of relationship that happens in a lot of relationships. And with diabetes, because so many people are focused on, I want to help you, they're forgetting to look at that they're there to help the person, not them get under perfect control.
Any other questions?
Thank you.